hold on. Let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, who's ready for signal?
Quit making all that noise.
All right,
They're not that good.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage.
It's because I know them, and they're gonna be like,
From Santa Rosa, Texas, Grupo Signal.
it doesn't make a lot of sense to me because they already done what they did. Wow, that's too loud. All right. Okay, we are officially live, guys. So I have with me a very important guest, and I say he's very important because he's sitting next to me, and he's a veteran just like I am.
Yes, indeed. Honored to meet another brother in arms. So
Yeah.
glad and thank you for everything you've done for
Hua?
our nation. Hua.
Hua? Yeah.
Coincidentally, we met walking by, and I saw him. He had the 24th Infantry cap, and I asked him, "Hey, what you know about the Army life?" And the conversation kicked off. So, as an actor, retiree, it's always great to meet brothers in arms to see where they're doing, what they're doing, what's going on in their life, and we keep uplifting each other. That's what we do best.
Yeah, and you know what? What I like is the fact that we're both covering different sides of the artistic world, and we are celebrating our culture and our ability of what we do, because the 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 one thing that we can, this is what I tell people: before there was math, before there was the wheel, before there was language.
What the world vibrates on, and we all know that.
Almost definitely.
So, one of the great things about art is just if you see it, you understand it. It doesn't have to make too much noise,
Right.
but if you see it and you hear it, it doesn't have to have words. But if you understand how the vibration works, it moves you. True or false?
Yeah, and also I think one of the things that as being a Native American, one of the things that we know, or that one of the things that we share all the time, truth doesn't take a lot of words.
Amen.
And when you have a visual art, the beautiful part about the visual art is you're able to uh, uh, show emotion, and there's many ways to show emotion with color. You can show emotion with expression, facial expression, with tone. There's lots of ways to show an expression, but it takes an artist to be able to depict expression. Now, uh, uh, your movie, and you have some copies here, and a lot of people are stopping by and they're saying, "Oh, wait, what do we got?" And you know what? There's a lot of military guys are stopping by supporting. That's also a very cool thing. But tell us a little bit about the movie, man.
All right, so Divided Loyalty was filmed here in San Antonio, Texas. It's directed and written by Elvai D'Amico, great cinematographer, producer. I've been working with him for almost a year now, and we actually met when I was casted for King of the South, another great TV series. It's coming out here in June, and I saw his vision. I understood what he was talking about, and I co-produced Divided Loyalty. Great movie, amazing actors involved in it. I had the honor to work with Lee Valentine, which composed the music. Avai guided us through his vision, and he put out an amazing cast. So, Sons of Guns Liberty World, they provided us an amazing weapon systems for the shoot. And man, this movie, out of the 8 movies that I've been in, this one is one that's one of those pinnacles of perfection, because the cast, the crew, the language, the scripts were driven by a drive that you only see like in John Wick or Equalizer. You guys check out the trailer, Divided Loyalty trailer. It's very powerful, very driven. Um, I had the honor to work with Fernando Mora, Lee Valentine. There's a few other actors that I worked with in previous films, and it's a very driven movie, very powerful. Um, for it being an indie movie, I think we took it over the edge because there's sceneries that you will not catch in your average indie movie.
Yeah, and I for those of y'all that caught that Lee Valentine reference, yes, the same Lee Valentine that released a song with La Soltera with Alize Nino, uh, and it's not an uncommon thing for artists to have, to be cross medium, to be singers and actors, or comedians and actors, and having that availability to be able to reach into themselves and be able to express themselves in different mediums. But the fact that you guys have gotten together, these are your you have the same vision and commitment to the same project. Because I've done short films before. I've actually done an independent film myself, and I know that it's very hard to keep a group together, the same motivation, the same dedication, because all it takes is one little thing of a naysayer to kill it. And to come to fruition, the vision is a kudos to y'all guys sticking together and the commitment to have the completion of what you've done. So kudos to y'all.
Thank you, thank you. We're honored. As veterans, we are used to adapting and overcoming in
Yeah.
any circumstance, and you know how it is.
Yeah.
Regardless of the rank, we can work together, get the mission accomplished, push through obstacles, succumb any momentary change, and and the same thing happens in the film industry. A change can happen in the script because one cast member was not able to make it either through illness or this flight got delayed or his Uber didn't make it on time. So mistakes happen and we have to make those last second adjustments. So, coming from that background of serving in the military, that constant quick adjustment to push out a vision, it's a beauty because, teamwork makes dream work.
Yeah, definitely. Teamwork makes the dream work. And to be honest, being able to celebrate this accomplished with you and share it with, here you are, you selling T-shirts and copies of your movie, and you know, I know that your screening was definitely excellent.
Thank
You
you.
know,
Thank you.
that was you know what that was special because of the fact that not everybody has a successful screening, and in this day and age, media is so readily accessible. But like music, much like music, we have to understand that you have to, if you want to support the arts, that's what you have to do. You have to go to those locations and buy the ticket and buy the merch and buy the merchandise. That's how we keep this music, this genre, the arts alive.
Yes.
And like I said before, art was always there. You can every archaeologist will dig up bones, they will dig up artifacts, and I guarantee you they will never find an abacus. They will always come across a pot or a painting or something that depicts art, a statue,
Yes.
because that's what matters. you
And
know
a big kudos to the local radio stations, and thank you for always, sharing the latest and greatest in music, art, film, what's going on in the local communities. Because without you guys, our voices won't be heard. So thank you for everything that your radio station has done for us, for the communities. We're honored to always, sit with great MCs and share what's going on in the local communities.
Well, I mean, the only way we can level up is together. This is the only way we can do it is together. And and I, we know we can rely on our training, and our training is very rudimentary, where we don't even think about it. But what makes our training useless is not having unity. When we don't work together, the training falls on deaf ears, and it's not worth anything. If we work together, that's when our training is most effective. And the only way we can be successful is working together. And granted, there's a lot of us that are here, but we've let this thing isolate us. We've let this thing self segregate us. We need to be more people. Instead of letting this dictate to us that when your friend dies, you send a sad emoji and my condolences. Remember, there was a time where we could bake a cake or make a casserole and bring it over and say, here, so that way you don't have to worry about that. We don't do that anymore. We say,
You know,
that's it. And we need to stop that. We need to be human to each other.
you
And
know,
the arts are perfect for that. It shows us a different aspect of life that it lives outside of us. It's not what we do every morning. There's other people there. And that's the beauty of it. For us, what separates us from the animals is we have compassion and the ability to empathy, empathize with somebody.
indeed.
That's what we need to do.
Indeed, I totally agree. It's one of the reasons why I still roll back my old school ways of, hey, good morning, how was your day? How are you? How are you feeling? Regardless if they're service members or not, one of the deep questions I always ask my peers is, how are you?
Right. And
Not business, not life. How are you? And I
the
dig
beautiful,
deep.
yeah, the beautiful part of that is that what did it cost you?
It's free.
And you could have made that person could have been thinking that today's a horrible day, or if today doesn't go right, I'm going to end it. But you spent little to no effort. It cost you nothing, and it happened.
I'm not promoting this movie, and of course, I'm not we're not paid sponsors, but the one movie that really captivated me many, many years ago was Bruce Almighty,
Oh yeah, Bruce Almighty.
ASK, a simple act of kindness.
Yeah,
Goes long ways. And that's why I take from my time as a CEO, retail, hey, how can we work together to make a better place?
yeah,
Because politicians, they're all focused on how many billionaires can become trillionaires and how
right,
many
yeah,
millionaires can become billionaires. And I'm not here to promote a political pull, but the most powerful people in the world are those who know how to work together.
yeah. Knowledge is power, and that's always been the truth. That's always been the case. Knowing who we are and our surroundings, and knowing how to adapt.
Yes,
What made the Native American so different and so strong was they were one in tune with their surroundings, with their environment, and they survived it. We called it home. The European called it a wilderness. They said they had to tame it to make it productive, yet the wilderness gave us everything it provided for us, all we needed.
yes, indeed.
But we took what we needed and we gave back.
Yes,
And so the thing is that we need to understand that we can be good to each other. We can be human to each other. It is possible, especially in this day and age. And if we just give each other a chance, and sharing our stories is what makes it better. Good stories, bad stories, we can learn from each other and make
exactly.
ourselves better. We have a saying in Karen Cowan, I'm a Karen Cowan. We have a saying, you live forever on the lips of those you have affected. The way you treat people is how they're going to remember you. So if you treat people bad, you're going to be known as a bad person for eternity. But if you treat people good, you will be known as a good person. The choice is yours.
Yes,
You
indeed.
decide how you are remembered. It is not theirs, it is yours. So go out and be good. But you know what? This movie, I'm telling you guys, go out and get this movie. Go out and check out this movie. Go out and suggest it to your friends because it's made by people just like you,
Indeed.
for people just like you. And that's the beautiful part of it. They went out and they're going to share. Every artist puts a piece of their heart into their art. And
Yes.
these guys did exactly that. They're here in this freaking heat. This freaking, and they're putting up with the weather, and they're doing it in this in a loud surrounding area. Lots of music going on. A lot of people enjoying themselves a little too much, but they're
It's
here promoting their because they have a gift to share.
yes, indeed.
And go out and
And
get their get. Let's see that DVD real quick so that
oh
way
yeah,
we can show
so
it.
here's
We can show it online.
one of our films.
This is one of them. This is a Tiny House Christmas. This is one of the ones that they have. Let's see here. This is one of the ones that they have here, and the other one is on the other side. I'll get a picture of it and I'll post it on my Facebook so that way y'all guys can see it, and on my Twitch and all the other ones that I subscribe on. And so, but the deal is, these are great stories to share, and we can support the arts. Nobody else is supporting them. Why aren't
Well,
we?
we we have a big supporting. Happy to say we have a growing supporting team that's been backing us up. Even the Texas State Representative,
Oh,
Josie
wow, yeah.
Garcia, is backing us up. We have the Chief of Staff, Farrell. He's back helping us up. And as an actor, I've been happy to say that there's a big community that's following. For those who would like to see what's going on in the film industry, I'll gladly share my Instagram is Telly Tellly Cologne Colon actor. I'll gladly share any and every upcoming film that I'm in. I'm casted for four more for this coming year. We have a lot more plans coming up, and Texas is receiving a lot of money for the film industry. So we look forward to everybody's support. We look forward to sharing with everyone our upcoming films. We would love to see you guys in the red carpet with us. Come out, have some fun, have a great time, and it's about time for me to get ready because I have to get on stage.
See that? And you know what? I'll share this with you. I'm actually working on a movie myself. Um, and but the thing is that the world of being creative and creating is a wonderful world to be in. And the fact that you guys are doing as well as you are and doing everything else, and please don't take it that I was saying that y'all were in need of anything. I know you guys are very successful, but what I was trying to say is that we need to be urgent on taking care of the arts because the arts have been pummeled in our school systems, and if they've been ignored really. And it's a beautiful thing for us to share. And for like my people, that's how we that's what we passed on our history through song, through story. That's
Indeed,
how you know who you are. You cannot grow without roots.
indeed,
You cannot grow without roots. But go out and make beautiful memories. Go out and watch a movie. Go out and rent a movie and share with your family and say, you know what, this touched my heart. And that's what makes it beautiful. Making memories.
indeed.
So I think it's so wonderful having people like you going out and doing the wonderful things that y'all guys do because it affords uh, younger people especially, the opportunity to say, I can do that too.
Indeed. It's always fun.
Yeah,
Well,
inspiration is contagious.
indeed. My brother, thank you so much. Super honored to be here with you, with another brother in arms.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so very
for the
much.
invite. And if you need anything, you can always count on us the same way we count on you to share everything that we are getting ready to push out. So, such a blessing to be with another brother in arms that also served in the Army and a
Well,
veteran that's also enjoying Memorial Day weekend. And thank you
thank you,
again.
thank you. And you know what? We're gonna bring them back when it's not so loud and noisy, and we'll bring them back on our show so that we can talk more about what's going on, and keep up with these guys so that way we can give y'all, and for those of y'all that are lovers of the visual arts like I am, so that way y'all can enjoy it as well. So this is NDO. This is the crew. Actually, the crew is all back there.
Yes, indeed. Back there, Telly Cologne. We look forward to seeing everyone soon, and we all thank you for the big support. Much
And
love to you guys.
and I'll get their contact information and everything else as soon as I get back to the hotel. I'll post it so that way you can get that information. Look them all up. All right.
Guys.
Thanks a lot, guys. Be happy, be good, be kind to each other, and remember, if today was a bad day, if you did not have a good day today, every day planes take off against the wind. You matter. You are loved.
Indeed.
Bye. We'll see y'all next time.
Until soon.